Hello there. If you've visited our website or you've watched some of these videos, you'll know that we do quite a lot of leadership training and coaching and support. But during 2025, we've been kind of developing a new approach to organisational leadership that we're really excited about. But I've got to be honest, we can't claim credit for this really, because it's come in response to a small group of our clients who have been really proactive about developing leadership. And I think they see it as a powerful tool to move them forward in these kind of challenging times. And I want to give you a brief description of that, and I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. So some organizations invite us in to work with their senior leadership team, and we have a very powerful and popular program called Leading Together. It does exactly what it says on the label. It's about getting the senior leadership team to come together as a team that are co-responsible for leading the whole organization rather than the group of individuals who come in and fight for their corner of it. Now, as I say, it's really popular, get a lot of good response and clearly has an impact. Then we get organizations that ask us to come in and work with other leaders. Could be other senior leaders, could be middle leaders, team leaders, supervisors, and we can tailor this program for them. And that program is called Leading People. And again, does what it says on the label. It's very much about the people side of leadership. But what this kind of really innovative group of clients are doing is they're saying, yeah, come in and do the senior leadership program. But as part of that, we would like you to get the senior leadership team to get real clarity and, if you like, define what a really effective leader looks like in this organization in terms of behavior and performance and attitude and skills and knowledge and this kind of thing. Then run the Leading People program with all the other leaders, tailor it to their role if needs be, but also include this idea of, look, this is what a leader looks like in this organization. And of course, combine that with our tools and ideas for making change and becoming a better leader. And of course, what you get is you get a real alignment in leadership. And that's having some really significant impacts because firstly, everybody knows what's expected from a leader. And that means choices about who you promote are better. But it also means that you can direct support in a far more targeted way where people are kind of not struggling with a particular area. It also means you get consistency. So you don't get some teams where, contribution and performance are acknowledged and recognized and other teams where it's not, or some teams where meetings start late, and some teams where they don't, or some teams where it's okay to be a bit late, and other teams where it's not. So you get consistency of language and consistency of expectations, this kind of thing. But it's all backed up by our very practical and proven ideas and tools for delivery. And as I say, it seems to be really working in a very powerful way. So if you're interested in joining that club, let me know. But I do have one interesting and slightly scary statistic, is we've just done this whole program with a team that had 6 senior leaders. It's not a huge organization, and around about 25 other leaders. We did it all. We also actually ran a high performance program with all of the other staff, which took about half a day. And that whole process from beginning to end, I mean, there's some ongoing coaching, costs less than an organization spent sending one senior leader on a really expensive leadership course. Now, I'm not criticizing that leadership course, but you've really got to think about the difference in impact, the return on investment for those two activities. Okay, if you'd like to talk more about this, get in touch, but I'm really interested to hear your thoughts and ideas. Okay, see you soon.